think it was somebody, whether it was in a live chat or it was in my comments or it was somebody. Somebody, I promised them a video on angelfish aggression, why, and what to do about it. Here it is. It's happening now. There's a lot of information that I got to go over on why these two right here were being buttholios to the other four. And I'm going to get into that. But I figured this would be a good opportunity for to make this video while I was getting rid of the last two angelfish that are not. These are the two that are breeding. These got to go. These got to go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm taking them down to my local fish store. And I'm going to tell you about angelfish aggression. Normally in videos, this particular time, this is where I show you me getting, you know, with the net and grabbing the angelfish out. But I'm not going to insult your intelligence. Plus, I'm doing this one-handed. So here's a brief summary of how it's going to go down. I'm going to get the net and I'm putting the tank. And then I'm going to take the fish out and put it in the bucket. You guys get the idea. As promised, they're in the bucket. It's a shame, too, because the female, I believe it's a female, she's very small. She was looking good, but she's small. And the other female kind of, you know, took the role of the head honcho. But the bigger one, and I do believe these guys were on the verge of mating procedures or processes, but the bigger one had beautiful Paraiba style markings, but his anal fin, I said anal. The biggest problem that I've noticed with people and angelfish aggression, what I mean is people judging angelfish aggression or diagnosing angelfish aggression or just how they think about angelfish aggression in general, comes down to two things: perception, and secondly is expectation. Of course, I am going to get into the exact reasons on why angelfish are aggressive, why they act aggressively towards each other and other fish, and what you can do to stop it. But let me get these fish switched out, and hopefully I can get some footage of the store. He never lets me do a store tour. All right, so it's amazing. Daryl finally let me film in here. I'm not gonna do a store tour. This is my favorite. You said Ken, look, I can't show the whole store, but look, Ken, how long ago did he say he was gonna do? I was gonna be able to do a video. 6 months. There was a bet on it. But anyway, put in the comments. Look, Daryl's Aquarium is my favorite store in Central Florida. Actually, it's this and Consolidated my two favorite, but Consolidated is far away. Daryl's is closer. He won't let me do a store tour. Put in the comments, I want to see Daryl's Aquarium, and I'll do a store tour. He's going to watch it, and he's going to be forced by the power of you. Back to what I was talking about, perception. You see an angelfish in the store. You see him this little, right? This is what you see. And you think to yourself, oh, community fish, that means I can put them with the tetras, and I can put them with the rainbows and the gouramis and this, that, and the other. But the fact is, angelfish are cichlids. See, that's the perception. We have the perception that they're community fish, which they are. But you end up with an expectation that you can put them in with these community fish and nothing's going to go wrong. They're going to act the same. That's not the truth at all. Angelfish are cichlids. So they have more in common with Oscars and Jack Dempsey's. Don't get it twisted. Just because their name is, they got angelfish in the name, does not mean that they're always so sweet. They do got a devil in them. They start off little, like I said, but they end up getting bigger. In my opinion, most people have the wrong expectations of what they're gonna get. So now let's get into why angelfish actually act up. Angelfish will start acting aggressively in two instances. And the fun thing is that angelfish, I don't know if people talk about this enough, but they really only act aggressive to other angelfish. I could probably count on one finger how many times an angelfish attacked a non-angelfish. Every time an angelfish has been aggressive in my tank, it's been towards another angelfish, and it's for two reasons. One, is over territory. To be honest with you, in a community setting, where the angelfish are not, because breeding is the second one, but in a community setting when the angelfish are not breeding, normally what will happen is a male will assert his dominance by pushing another male away. Very rarely will that male kill the other one. It's happened. It's happened to me probably like I can count on 2 or 3 fingers. Normally what happens is they beat them up and push, run, they kind of tag them a couple times, pop, 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 and then the other one runs away. If the 2 males in question are equally matched, you'll start seeing them lip locking until one concedes. Like I said, the second reason why angelfish are aggressive towards each other is when they breed. You can have 2 angelfish that have been living peacefully with a bunch of other angelfish for months with no issue. And then out of the blue, boom, they're attacking other fish. In my opinion, the very best way to stop angelfish from being aggressive to one another is not trying to do the psychological route. What am I talking about, psychological route? Well, there's a couple of ways that you'll see or you'll hear people say, I got hornets. I need to really figure out how to get hornets out of here. This is my little fish setup that I'm starting. I'm gonna start selling fish online, so stay tuned for that. And if you're a channel member, you will get 10% off. It's in a process. It's in a process. In fact, that's what I did at the fish store. I got me stuff for that. So, but people want to try the psychological route. It doesn't really work, in my opinion. When I say psychological, I'm talking about take the aggressive angel out for timeout. I've really not known that to work. If it did work, you would probably have to keep them out of the tank for quite a long bit of time. I don't think a week is gonna do it. Another way, and I've actually said this in the past, which does work, but I would say it works maybe 50% of the time, and I'll tell you why only 50%. Another way you can psychologically, handle aggression in angelfish is by rearranging all the decorations in the tank. That does work until 2 things happen. One, if the angelfish is being aggressive because he's breeding, that will stop the breeding process for a while. Once they get back into the breeding process, they'll continue. And 2, if your tank is too small, it really doesn't matter how you rearrange the decorations. If it's not big enough to really arrange the decorations so that they think they're in a totally different environment, you're not gonna psych them out that way. They're not that dumb. They're not that smart, but they're not that dumb either. For me, it's the biological route that you need to go to when you are trying to curb angelfish aggression. Biologically speaking, these fish are gonna do what they're gonna do. Okay? It's not like you can psych them out. They're gonna do stuff because it's written in their DNA. Angelfish, when the temperature drops, angelfish are cold-blooded. So what you do when you drop the temperature and keep it dropped, once you raise it, you're gonna go back into, you have to keep, let's say 75 degrees. 75 degrees. Your angelfish has a very slow metabolism, so they really don't have a whole lot of pep in their step to want to be so aggressive. Okay? They don't eat as much because their metabolism doesn't burn through as much food, so they don't have so much built up calories that they're trying to burn off in their system. They don't breed because the temperature is too low. They're not breeding, they're not mating, they're not showing mating behavior, they don't become aggressive. The first thing I would do is drop the temperature. That will almost definitely work. The second thing I will do is not feed them such a heavy protein diet. If you go to any angelfish how-to care, there's a premium high protein diet, a mix of frozen, live, and premium flake. Blah, 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 blah. That's fine. and you are going to get a very healthy angelfish. But with the community flakes that are available on the market today, it provides ample amount of protein to make your angelfish healthy. You don't have to get that extra super protein food for carnivorous, omnivorous angels. So I would stick to a flake or a pellet food. Don't give them so much fresh protein. That fresh protein just is like blood in the water. It just gets them all amped up. At the end of the day, they're cichlids. They are they're in a family of aggressive fish. And there might be a time where it's a lost cause. You just have to get rid of that fish or the male and female to keep peace in your aquarium. To be honest with you, the only true way to keep angelfish from being aggressive, seeing as how they're mainly aggressive to each other, is just keep one. But who the hell just wants one? So you keep them in a big tank. It's either one in a small tank or multiples in an unusually large tank. Then even if they are aggressive to each other, there's so much room, they won't have to deal with it.